That travel feeling's back.
Captain, crew, and the entire Aeromexico team hope to make this a very pleasant flight.
¿Menos clientes ahora con el virus?
Ajá.
Sí. ¿El media?
¿Dónde?
¿El media de clientes?
Ajá.
Sí. And here we are for our first real day in Mexico. Technically, yesterday was the first day, but that was a travel day. Today we got our boots on the ground here in Halapa, a city I've never visited and even a state I've never visited, so I'm pretty excited. So to get the day started off right, I think we should find some breakfast. Some pork rinds, pretty good. ¿Qué es qué?
Este es el surtido, el bistec y el adobo de chile seco.
Ok, gracias. Those tacos were super tasty. I'm not exactly sure what I got. That's often the case in Mexico. If your Spanish isn't up to par, you will be getting some mystery meat in your tacos, but regardless, it was delicious. And the grand total was only 30 pesos for those 3 tacos, which is $1.50. That was a great price, great taste, and a great start to the day. Now I'm fueled up and ready for the other errands I have to do on my first day in Mexico.
¿Puede ingresarme, por favor?
Okay. That was some really cheap sunscreen. Just 60 pesos for 2 bottles. I guess it was a 2-for-1 deal. I remember this pharmacy from the first time in Mexico. Dr. Simi, which I think means Dr. Similares, which is the equivalent to Dr. Similar. It's like a generic pharmacy chain in Mexico, and their stuff is super cheap. So 60 pesos is $3 for 2 tubes of sunscreen, which is pretty darn cheap, especially for in Africa. Sunscreen is like the price of gold, so that's pretty good. All right, next thing on the list, So sometimes getting your SIM card and phone plan set up in another country is easy, and sometimes it is not. This time it was not at all. I went to a small Telcel shop, which is the preferred network for traveling in the country. Bought a SIM card and a plan for 1 month, but it did not work once it was inserted. And that's often the case. Usually these smaller shops, when you have a foreign phone, they won't be able to get it to work. So I told her that she needed to adjust some settings to get it to work. But we tried that and it didn't work, and she was telling me that it was my phone was the problem. And I wasn't really ready to give into that yet. So I went to a larger Telcel service center in the city, and they tried their best to get it to work, and it still didn't work. And the SIM card was working in their phones but not in mine. So they said, well, your phone either can't read the SIM card or your phone isn't working. So I just decided to bite the bullet and buy a new phone for about $100. It's like the cheapest smartphone they had. It's got a bright yellow line, which I'm not a fan of. Kind of attracts attention, but the good news is it has a GPS radio, which my previous phone that I bought in Malawi, Africa, did not. Which means that even if I downloaded the map, I couldn't see where I am without having a data plan. So at least there's a silver lining that even without a data plan, I can potentially still get around and navigate. So it could have went better, but at least that's done, and I'm ready to be aware of my location in Mexico. And now that I can navigate a little bit, let's check out more of the city. ¿Cómo estás hoy?
Bien, bien.
Bien, ¿tú el barrio Halapa es aquí?
Oiga, no soy de aquí.
Oh, ok.
De otro lado. ¿Tú americano?
Canadiense.
¿Canadiense? Oh,
Sí,
muy bueno.
¿Y tú vienes de
México, pero
Ciudad de México?
no. Estado de Puebla. 3 horas de aquí para allá. Distancia.
¿Ciudad de Puebla?
Sí.
Oh,
Sí.
ok.
¿Tú no quieres un cacho de pollo?
Oh, ok.
Tómalo. Ahí mete. Mano ahí.
Oh, ok, gracias. Me parece muy bueno. Muchas gracias, amigo.
Un taco, amigo. Un taco.
Muchas gracias, amigo. Posiblemente yo te veo en Canadá.
Ojalá. Sí.
Gracias. So Mexico City was in a code red lockdown due to the lack of availability of hospital beds. Initially I had planned to stay in Mexico City for a while, but just given the situation there and given the fact that I'd already been in Mexico City and that now most things were closed, that I figured I'd head to a state I'd never been to, which is Veracruz, and that is only yellow right now as opposed to orange or red, which means that most things are open with some restrictions. So the first city I'll be checking out in Veracruz will be Halapa, where we are right now. It's in the mountains. It's kind of a wetter climate where there's a lot of vegetation, as you can see. And from what I've seen of the city and the people so far, I think I'm really going to enjoy my time here. And actually I've already shot quite a bit of footage, and you'll be getting to meet the people of Halapa. A lot of footage of local interactions, something I wanted to push myself to do more so this time around in Mexico, and so far that's working out. Been practicing my Spanish prior to getting here, and I got a decent amount of practice of Spanish while I was bicycling through Latin America 3 years ago. Then after that I bicycled from Cape Town, South Africa to Nairobi, Kenya, and then I flew to Europe and bicycled through Central and Eastern Europe and the Balkans and Turkey. And all those videos from those adventures are available on this same YouTube channel, including videos from Canada. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com, where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, exploring Mexico, interacting with the locals, eating their delicious food, and seeing the sights, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video, and by clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.